The second season for the greatest live action anime adaptation has just released. Hello motherfuckers, welcome back to my motherfucker channel. Today this is part 1 of a part 3 series of me basically giving my feelings about the One Piece live action, and at the end of the series I'm going to give it a rate out of 10. Okay, I'm not Rotten Tomatoes, but I am a die-hard One Piece stan, so my opinion is valid. Okay, so the first part of this video is going to be about me talking about episodes 1 through 3, rating them as we go, and then in the second part we will be talking about episodes 4 through 6, and in the final part we're gonna give the full ranking and talk about the last 2 episodes. So I am ready. I'm ready. But before I start, please like and subscribe. Currently on my channel we are ranking the warlords of One Piece, and I'm just having so much fun because after the ranking of the warlord, I like to drop a theory that coincides with said warlord. And last week we did Law. Next week we're doing the rest of this video, part 3, and I have an elbaf theory video coming next week as well. But then we're gonna do Jinbei afterwards, so stick with me or walk with me. We start off with episode 1, the beginning and the end. It has a runtime of 1 hour and 6 minutes peak. I love the longness. I could go for longer, not gonna lie. And we start off in the ship, which as a One Piece fan, I am desperate for this. You know, it happens a lot in the early story in the East Blue and stuff like that, but it doesn't really happen much. We usually get done with an island, get on the ship for a little bit, and then immediately get into another conflict, you know? It doesn't happen a lot in the manga and the anime these days, so I very much appreciate that. And I'm excited to see more of it because I am obsessed with the One Piece live action's cast dynamic. Like how they just go back and forth and it feels so natural. I love it. For example, Usopp says something to Sanji about his blue ocean eyes, and like Sanji's reaction to that is it's 10 out of 10. Like I felt like we were watching an episode of like Friends or something, you know? Like it was a good interaction. What can I say? It just gives me that sweet spot of early One Piece that we just don't get nowadays. Okay, we're in a different era with the anime and manga. And they end up going to Log Town, and on Log Town they end up exploring the Log Town. And once again, I'm gonna stop here. I love this. They really explore the universe a lot. And what I mean by that is like just seeing all the oddities, okay? All the little tchotchkes and like the people's fashion here on Log Town. It's so detailed and so just stand out-ish. Like, love looking at the main cast, of course, but I'm always looking around to see what else I can see in the, or who I can see how cool something looks in the live action, and it's just a great feeling. It's like when Usopp goes to that snail phone, and I'm just like, it just feels like the world. I don't know how to explain it. It feels very solid and like complete. I love it. And Zoro ends up getting Sandai Katetsu and Yubashiri. I loved this scene in the anime, manga, whatever, but I also love it in the live action. The atmosphere here feels just so, oh my gosh. For some reason I want to live in this sword shop. It's like weird. It's weird. We then go off to where Luffy is, and Luffy ends up finding Bartolomeo and Buggy. Okay, now we need to pause here, because I see a lot of people talking, why is Bartolomeo in Log Town? And in fact, it is canon, but it just didn't happen in this way. Barto's seen the events of Log Town when Luffy and the crew were here canonically, but he just didn't really show face, okay? So, but I'm not mad at that at all. I like the way it's like taking different directions. It works, you know? But I want to talk about Bartolomeo's casting. Not bad casting whatsoever. Do not get me wrong. I think the guy is great. But Okay, and this is just like a really personal thing, I guess. Bartolomeo is my One Piece hear me out. Like that, he's like my one. And in the live action, I'm just not, I see it 100%. Like, he looks very similar to the character, but I don't know. I guess Bartolomeo is supposed to be like chopped in the anime or whatever, but it's just whatever. I just want to make this clear. It's not the actor himself. The actor is fine as shit, okay? Let's be real. And of course, I love Buggy's actor. It takes on that character so good. And Alvida as well. They are such good actors and actresses. It's nasty. It's nasty work. Everything looks fantastic. Every set looks fantastic. Buggy playing as Luffy's lawyer, though, oh my, I lost it. When like they cut to him in that wig, I was just like, what the fuck? It encapsulates the great goofiness that very early One Piece was. I love it. And as I was watching this, I literally wrote down, I'm enjoying it so much because I couldn't stop smiling. Maybe that's just like, you're gay. Whatever. Like, whatever. Leave me alone, dude. Luffy and Buggy end up on the execution platform. This was such a great moment in the original source material, and now on the live action, love to see it. And Luffy ends up getting saved by Dragon, as we all know, and they end up in a scuffle with Smoker. And this fight scene stood out to me so much. The way that it just looks, okay, the the effects that they have with Smoker are done so good. It's not too much, okay, but it's just enough. This is one of the things that I think this adaptation stands out at, is doing the out-of-pocket weird things. It's perfect. I'm just personally obsessed with the way Smoker looks. I mean, the way his devil fruit looks, okay? It's just very cinematically pleasing and very good on the eyes. Right? But once again is saved by Dragon. This whole section here with Luffy versus Smoker and then Dragon coming back to save him again. It just does something to me. I don't know what it is. I really don't. But it's amazing. But at this point, let's get real here. There's no debate. Dragon has some kind of weather/wind devil fruit, and it's interesting, okay? When I drop my elbaf theories, I want you to go watch it because I'm talking about this in there, so we'll leave more into it. Dragon takes out Smoker, easy diff, let's be real, and we actually end up seeing Sabo, and I wasn't really expecting it, but I was like, okay, a little nod, and the character kind of, like, from afar, I was sitting way back, but from afar it looked not AI, but like just it looked jumbled. But now that I see up closer shots, it looks fine. But I think this is just like a filler character for now. I don't think that's actually going to be the Sabo when we get to that point. And they end up escaping Logtown, sailing towards Reverse Mountain, and that is the end of episode 1. Listen, I am a glazer for the One Piece live action. For this, I really try to take it back and just be like, oh, okay, let's look at everything, okay? Because I don't want to be that person that just 10, 10, 10, 10, 10s. But this first episode was so good. It brought me back into this world of One Piece in the live action. So great and so strong. I'm going to give it a 9.1 out of 10. We'll end up giving a whole rating for this season at the end of the series, so just keep walking. And we go off into episode 2, Good Whale Hunting, with a runtime of 1 hour and 3 minutes. Like I said, love that. Personally want more of that. But also the name of this episode is a very obvious play on Good Whale Hunting. I just like that. We start with them actually making their way up the mountain, which I think was very interesting, and it was done very well. I was low-key on the edge of my seat. It was just like the anime to me. It was very epic compared to what I thought would have been better, them going down Reverse Mountain. I just wanted more from this scene. I don't know what it was, but there was definitely something missing. I wanted that heart racing feeling. I didn't really get it at all, honestly, but it was still done great. It looked great. And this is where Laboon actually swallows Nami, Sanji, Usopp, and Zoro. And inside Laboon, they meet Vivi and Mr. Nine. Now I want to talk about these two castings right here real quick. Vivi, great. I don't care what nobody says. Vivi was casted very well. I enjoyed this actress in Bridgerton. But when it comes to Vivi, I was never a fan of Vivi. That's crazy. I'm sorry, but it's just real for me. So to bring this character to life is a lot for me. This is a personal feeling. But I think she did it. It's a good job. She did a good job. Now for Mr. Nine, I think he looks fantastic. In the anime and manga, he's just not really a throwaway character, but we just forget about him for a little bit. But I think he looks great and everything like that. He didn't overstay his welcome. I have no complaints, honestly. And now for Laboon, I wanted Laboon to be bigger. I think that's just my only issue so far, is I wanted more. I needed Laboon to be way bigger. But I'm gonna keep saying it. It still looks good. Everything still looks good.
Okay, I forgot to talk about it in the video, but when they're in the whale and Usopp and Sanji go and look for whatever they need to like get the Mary back in order, Usopp's scream when Mr. Nine moves because he thinks it's a dead body is so fucking funny. That's what I'm talking about when I say the characters are just, it just feels natural. Like, hey. It was so good. And also Zoro and Nami were talking about hitting the whale's uvula, and Zoro says, so it's a girl whale. And that's what I'm saying. That shit is just, it's comedic poetry. Like, that's all I can like say about it. It's so good. It's so good.
And then we go into a flashback, Laboon's backstory, and we actually see Brook. People, once again, wondering, why is Brook in the live action? Why is Brook black? First of all, we call him the Soul King, okay? Yes, white people can have soul, 100%. But Brook is black. Black afro, big, giant, blackety black afro. Like, he's black. Let's be real. And I think they did an amazing job for Brook's character. I have no complaints about it. The only one I do have is I wish Brook was taller. That's it. Like, make him tall. That man was like 10 feet tall. I want to see more of that. Like I said, I just need more of these things. Now for Captain Calico, oh my god. This is not a real person. I feel like he is so eerily spot on to the original character, and it's so weird how great he fits that. And he's a very handsome man. Even in the anime manga, he's a very attractive character, and they pulled this off so good. And while most of the crew is stuck inside Laboon, Luffy meets Crocus outside of Laboon, and this, I think I'm gonna keep saying it. Sorry, you just gotta keep walking with me. But Crocus is a perfect cat. The casting for Crocus was great. I think he embodies Crocus so well. The only issue I have is I wanted more like jokes, because the interaction with Crocus when he was like low-key rage baiting the crew So funny, so stand out in the original source material. I wish they would have did it in the live action, just a little bit more comedy here. But there was comedy, I'm not gonna lie. I just wanted more, okay? But it was, like I said, it was just still a very warming moment. Love to see it cross over. It feels good. Luffy ends up singing Binks's brew to Laboon to end up bringing his crew, and he actually does the Nika dance while singing this, and it's so wild just seeing all these moments and like characters pulled from way farther into the story. And that's what's so good about this live action. You have 30 years of source material to go back to and kind of rewrite it with different timelines and stuff. It's great. Personally, I think it's great. And Luffy goes on to paint his Jolly Roger on Laboon so he'll stop ramming his head into the red line. Still a very touchy moment. Loved it so much. Personally. The only thing I was missing was I just wanted more of a lot more. Okay, does that make sense? Because the very funny early moments that One Piece is all about are still here, but I needed more of that. And the reverse mountain going down it needed more of it, in which Laboon was bigger, Brook was taller. So there's moments, okay? Still a very strong second episode. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. And now we're moving on to episode 3, Whiskey Business, with a runtime of 1 hour and 3 minutes. First of all, title's funny. I love a good title. I really do. It sticks with you. I like it. And now that the crew has the log pose, they are just sailing, drifting along with Vivi and Mr. 9, and they end up escaping to Whiskey Peak, and that's also where the crew is headed. And now let's start with Zoro, okay? Zoro was having, like, I thought he was tweaking, okay? He, like, kept seeing Mihawk, and I think I actually enjoyed how this thing played out here. He was trying to push himself to go farther, to go harder, so he can end up defeating Mihawk eventually. It was just his inner saboteur, inner voice, okay, really pushing him along the way. It was a fun take on a Zoro plotline, and I enjoyed it throughout the whole episode. I'm counting from literally 1 to 99 or 100, I'm pretty sure. And we get like a weird moment with Sanji and Usopp. They're going on a 2-man. It's weird, but it's funny. And it's more PG than what you would think of One Piece, but One Piece still has its PG moments, you know? So it's funny. I actually kind of enjoyed it as things played out here on Whiskey Peak. It was really the comedic relief that everything needs, you know? And I think it just played out so well when Zoro went up there to basically not save them, but he saved them. And we end up meeting more Baroque Works agents. We meet Miss Valentine and Mr. 5. And I am not gonna lie, Mr. 5's casting, perfect. Knocked it out of the water. Also with Miss Valentine, they really took their time looking for the people that actually not only look like them, but can really embody what the character is giving throughout this whole second season. I'm not gonna lie. The characters leave you wanting more, okay? But we also meet Egram here, and once again, the man is black, first of all, let's be real. He is just of color, okay? He is of color. Nobody's gonna convince me otherwise. I mean, look at him. He's brown, a brown man. So the complaints about the casting, they just go right past me because I don't get it. The reveal of Vivi actually being a princess was also great, because if you're watching this and have no idea what's happening next, like you don't know about the One Piece anime, whatever, this is your first watch through, you want to see more. This is building you a world, and it's great. I think it was done great, because when I first watched it, that was my thing. Like it kept taking me places where really wasn't expecting, and it just kept me on the edge of my seat. That's why I love One Piece, and I think it crossed over to the live action very good. But Egram ends up dying, but he's not dead. It's just like wild that he survived that, I'm not gonna lie. And overall, Whiskey Peak felt like a movie to me, from Zoro's plotline to the Sanji little comedy, the breaking of Vivi's news. It was such a good episode. It really drew me in. I loved the atmosphere of Whiskey Peak as well. It felt so calming to me. Even though Zoro was killing 100 men as the episode goes, I don't know. I like it. It was a moment for sure, and I'm gonna give this episode a 9.3 out of 10. Strong. It was strong for me. And that would be the end of episode 3. I'm so far, I'm enjoying this experience so much. Obviously, I have a lot to say about it. But we're not done here, okay? So this Friday on my channel, I will be releasing part 2 of this video. But also, go watch One Piece on Netflix. It is so peak. In these videos, I'm not really getting into every little tiny plot line that happens. I just want to talk about like the standout moments, the scenes that really stick and stuck. I'm obsessed. So you go make your own opinions about it by watching it on Netflix. But I want to know how you feel about it if you have watched it. The One Piece live action, to me, it's a great crossover, okay? It feels welly adapted. I can comfortably watch it and not be mad at it. Matter of fact, I'm smiling while watching it most of the time because I think it's just that good. But I want to know your thoughts. How do you think it's playing out? I like it. But I guess that's it. Make sure you come back for the second part of this video where we talk about episodes 4 through 6. And go check out my ranking of my Warlord series that I'm also doing on my channel. And yeah, I guess that's it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye, motherfuckers.